Good evening. Welcome to Sampradaa. I'm Prachi Pratap. Today I'm here with my sister Pallavi Pratap, who's an advocate on record with Supreme Court of India and has her law firm in Delhi. We are going to talk about cyber safety. Since the lockdown, there has been an increased usage of internet and cyberspace. People are working from home. Children are using internet for doing their schoolwork. And generally for social networking, people are on internet, and which has increased the risk of cybercrime. So we shall discuss it. Pallavi?
Yeah, I think internet has actually been playing quite a lot of role as far as this lockdown is concerned. I recently did a matter also in Supreme Court which was done through video conferencing, and primarily every other high court right now in India is doing matters through video conferencing, and even live streaming of these matters have begun. Today itself in Bombay High Court, before Justice Patel, a matter had come and it was live streamed as well. So I think this is definitely a very positive step forward. If you would remember, Yuval Noah Harari in his book in 21st Lessons from 21st Century has mentioned that in order for all of us to keep up with artificial intelligence, we have to ensure that we are reinventing ourselves. And in order to reinvent ourselves, it is important that all of that information kind of flows only through internet.
Right.
So our exposure, our children's exposure has increased many-fold as far as internet is concerned. Most of our payments even right now are happening through internet. So because of that increased exposure, I think the crime also is increasing.
Right. And we will discuss some of the main areas where cybercrime is affecting us, all of us in daily life. One of them is phishing attacks through email, where people might be emailing you, asking you for donations. There will be fake links, and you will go to a fake website where you will be giving your account details, credit card details, and losing your personal private data. So one of the things that we would like to tell you about phishing attacks is that it is a punishable offense under the Section 66D of IT Act and also under 420 of IPC. Pallavi, would you like to add more to this?
Yeah, I think one of the series, Jamtara, which has recently come, actually talks in greater detail about how this has happened. Something which used to be phishing has also now become wishing, which is basically voice-based, that is making a call over phone and then asking your victim to disclose the details of ATM card and also ATM PIN numbers, etc., in order to ensure that they can use that for various activities. As a matter of fact, cloning of card is also something which is very similar to this kind of a cyber crime which is happening.
And emailing and messaging, asking for KYC details even when your KYC is already updated. So if you ever get a message on your phone through a number asking for KYC details, please contact your bank or Paytm and whatever, but do not give out your details.
Not unless you've verified it, that it is a genuine claim to have.
So another kind of cybercrime which is happening is fake profiles.
Yeah, I think identity theft is a huge problem that everybody is facing. Very recently, I think yesterday only, I was talking to another YouTuber who was telling me that an agency had taken the password and of her YouTube channel and then was trying to blackmail her into sharing the revenues, etc.
So what we also hear a lot on Instagram is a lot of profiles are being hacked. Every now and then I come across a social entrepreneur or a small entrepreneur whose profile has been hacked, or influencers whose profile has been hacked. Though Instagram is helping with that, but you also need to know that hacking is also an offense under Section 66C of the IT Act, and it has a fine of 1 lakh and 3 years imprisonment. So anything else that you would say?
I think what has
similar?
happened is also that a lot of cyber squatting happens. Cyber squatting is basically when somebody takes up a domain which they know is similar to the domain of let's say XYZ person. So they might be sitting on it and they will say that I will give you this domain only when you pay me an X amount. So that I think also is one kind of blackmailing, which can be punishable under IPC. Also hacking, a lot of people say that they are into ethical hacking. However, there is a very bleak line differentiating between the ethical hacking and hacking, so to say. To the extent that, let's say for example, a boyfriend or a girlfriend try to retrieve password of their boyfriend or a girlfriend because they have trust issues, etc., and they just try to retrieve a password. And if an X person gets to know that there is somebody who's trying to retrieve that password, that will also be considered as a cyber crime, and that the punishment there is about 1.5 years in prison. Right. So it is not that you cannot take a cyber crime as not very seriously. They are all cognizable offenses, which basically means that the police can arrest you without warrant.
Right. So Section 66A was in the IT Act initially, however it was removed by the Supreme Court, because 66A talked about even if you're sending a message, it will be an offense if something is if something is obscene in the message. So Supreme Court removed it because it was infringing the right to speech guaranteed under the Constitution.
And it was basically also, if anything was considered to be offensive. So let's say I may have thought about something and you may find it offensive. So it was basically interfering with my right to speech.
It was very subjective.
It was very subjective, yes. Right. So it was very difficult to differentiate in that sense what Section 66A could have done. And it was actually bringing about a lot of problem in its execution also. So therefore, the Honorable Supreme Court very rightly removed that part.
Also, Pallavi, you must have talked to people and heard of cases where a lot of photo morphing is happening also on social media, where people are picking up photos of women and morphing it.
No, also I think there have been many criminal cases that I've come across where a woman is blackmailed by the boyfriend saying that I'm going to leak out your personal photographs that I have. I think women don't have to really get scared about all of this, because there is now cybercrime police stations are being formed in every single city,
every district,
and that there is always a cybercrime cell which is available and which is very helpful. So nobody should feel that they have to be blackmailed by people because they've shared their personal photos, etc. That really doesn't exist. No matter what a person says, law will always come and safeguard your interests.
So know that you can register a case under Section 67 for violation of privacy, for morphing your photos, and any obscene material related to child pornography, that is also punishable under Section 67B. So just approach the cyber cell, as Pallavi would guide you more about who to contact in those
cells. It is typical. It is these police stations actually have a cyber cell. Every district has one, and they are very forthcoming. At least I have, for whatever number of clients that I've approached them, they've been extremely forthcoming.
Well, I think also you can contact them online. A lot of police stations have their websites now.
You can always a lot of FIRs at least in Delhi can be registered online also. So I think that's a very good step forward for ensuring that there is anonymity of the victim, which is intact.
Just know that you are safeguarded by the country, by the government, by the police, but also take care of your digital footprints. That is extremely important. Do an ego search. Type your name, find your data on the internet, on Google, and delete as much of your digital footprint as you don't want to be around.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And also I think two-factor verification is very, very important. All of us should have. OTP verification is also very important. We must enable that, because you would always get to know immediately on your phone that if somebody is trying to change your passwords, or somebody is trying to get money out of your account, at least you will always know what is happening and you can immediately take action then.
Right. So that's all from us for today. And any questions, you can message us, and if you want us to go live, we will be happy to do that and take your questions.
Take care, and we will be sharing Yuval Noah Harari's link in case you're interested. I think it's a very interesting read for all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.